Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to draw the one and only Ethan Hunt with me. This message will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My mission is to draw Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible franchise. So yeah, I'm currently picking out a picture to draw. I'm having a very hard time right now picking up a picture of Ethan Hunt. I'm thinking of drawing this scene, you know, at the end of Ghost Protocol when he meets Julia, because this scene is like really sweet. At the start of this year, I started watching Mission Impossible franchise because I was really obsessed with Rebecca Ferguson, so I wanted to watch a movie she's in. So yeah, I knew about it like a long time ago, and I know it's really famous, and I've heard good things, and I also want to watch my Ilsa Faust, so that's how I came to watch it. I watched 5 first, and then I watched 1 on my birthday, and then I watched Mission Impossible 6 Fallout, and then I watched 2, 3, and 4. I actually finished Ghost Protocol yesterday night. I want to make this video today since I finished all of this series yesterday. Me right now is kinda obsessed with Ethan Hunt. I'm kinda obsessed with Tom Cruise now. I think he looks really good. I'm drawing Ethan Hunt, so let's just first introduce who is Ethan Hunt. He's like the protagonist in the Mission Impossible franchise. He's like a field agent for IMF, which stands for the Mission Impossible Force. I mean Impossible Mission Force, yeah. And he's like a really top like agent, and like he goes on a lot of missions, which is assigned at the beginning of like each movie. He can literally do anything, like whether it's hang up a plane or like come up with a smart plan. He can literally do anything. And I think like I think that there is like a specific theme to like each Mission Impossible movie, a topic to each Mission Impossible movie. For example, I think the first one is betrayal. I think the theme of the first one, because okay, spoilers alert, I'm gonna give like a lot of spoilers in this video, so you know, you can choose not to watch this video. You can like choose to not accept this mission, you know. It happens like right at the beginning, you know, when like Ethan and Phelps' IMF team is like killed by the mole. Throughout the film, Ethan learns that, you know, Phelps and the lady he's working with, I forgot, Claire, and Claire is like all traitors, you know. And for Mission Impossible 2, I know that Mission Impossible 2 is not a lot of people's favorite. It's not my favorite as well, but I think Mission Impossible 2 focuses on making a different film than Mission Impossible 1. I've seen a person talk about this in a video. Maybe sometimes it may be like too unsimilar, but I think a lot of the scenes in Mission Impossible 2, like the themes, is just like coolness and to show off what Ethan Hunt is capable of doing. And for Mission Impossible 3, I think the theme in this film is like really obvious. It's basically about like, you know, family and relationships, and like the sacrifices you have to make to have a relationship in this kind of scenario. Because in Mission Impossible 3, Ethan marries Julia, which is a lovely lady. I like Julia, but you know, being an IMF agent, like having a relationship is really dangerous, because I really agree with Luther. Although like I want them to be happy, I want them to like have a personal life of their own, but you know, maybe marrying someone is not like the best choice working as a field agent. Relationship and the cost of relationship is a big theme in 3, which I like 3 better than 2. I really like 3. The 4th one is the movie that I think is the introduction to a new phase of Mission Impossible for me. I watched the 4th one last night because, you know, I think the first 3 Mission Impossible are all like really separate movies on their own. Like they're still a franchise, but like each has their own story, each has their own team. Only Luther is in all of them. But starting from the 4th one, it's like a new era of Mission Impossible. They start introducing characters that really stick with Ethan a long time and, you know, be his team. Okay, his face is so hard to draw. Speaking of team, I think the theme for the 4th one is teamwork, because Ethan said it himself that we are a team, and like at the end when they're like at the cafe cafe or bar kind of place at the end of the fourth film. Ethan said that like the best thing is that they're a team and they worked well together. They have a lot of plans and they like failed on a lot of plans, so they have to come up with new plans, but all of this time his team sticks together. Really nice message. For the fifth one, I don't really know if there's a I didn't really find a theme for the fifth one. It's just a lot of elements mixed together. So if you have an idea, please comment down below. But I think the theme for the sixth one is all of them combined. There's so many things in the sixth one which makes it really great and epic and made it like my favorite, because like I think the sixth one mixes all of these themes together. Like there is certainly betrayal, and there's also coolness from Ethan. There's also like relationships and family because he meets Julia again and all the team members as well. So there's also teamwork and like emotional stuff. So I think the sixth one conveys all of these emotions together and it works really well. So yeah, these are what I think of the themes of each MI movie. Now, let's talk about my favorite scene. One of the scenes I remember most is the interrogation scene with Ethan and Kittredge from the first film where like the tank exploded. You know, when they say that it's a mole hunt, and I remember just feeling like the rock climbing scene in the second film, like who can say no to that? I really like rock climbing, so you know, seeing him like free solo 2,000 feet is really thrilling to me. I really like the scene. The rabbit's foot interrogation is like one of the best interrogation scenes. It's like really intense. Like Ethan's emotion is conveyed so well with Tom Cruise. Second movie is all about he's cool and he's confident, but in the third film he's really starting to struggle because the villain Davian is so strong. It hooks the audience straight away, and like it kind of contrasted with the second film. Okay, and then I also really like the scene where the team captures Davian at like Vatican City. I think that scene, you know, because a lot of the times the IMF team, their plan doesn't necessarily work that well. Like there's a lot of like setup, but at the end like a lot of times the plan failed. But this scene, it actually succeeded, and I really enjoyed that. So I was like, please don't fail, please don't fail. This gone so smooth. The fourth film is really the fourth film because I think because of the building scene, like where he climbs the building in Dubai, which I think that scene is just, it's funny. In the middle, one of the gloves is like out of battery. It's like red, which means dead. It's so funny. And then I'm gonna talk about the scene that I'm drawing right now. At the end of this fourth film where he meets Julia again. People say that they broke up or something. But like at the end when they gave like 30 seconds of like Ethan meeting, I was about to say Ilsa. Like when Ethan meets, Julia. I think it gives me like the feeling that, you know, they still like each other, they're still together, their hearts are still together, and like they can still see each other, and that's just so sweet. Okay, and then I think it's probably like top 3 of my favorite scenes from all the franchise is the opera assassination scene in Rogue Nation, where Rebecca appears. How it's in the play and you can hear like the Turandot music, like da 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 da. You hear the music and you can also see the characters, and like the scene, the cinematography is just really nice. And then the final scene I'm gonna talk about is literally all of the scenes where they're in Kashmir. I love the sequence. First of all, you get the view, you get the New Zealand view in the mountains. Second of all, you get like Ethan fighting Walker in the helicopter. And third of all, you get Ilsa and Benji trying to like locate the bomb. And then you get like Ethan meeting Julia again. And then you get Luther and Julia. Like that scene, emotionally, physically, coolness. Finally, I'm done with the outline. Time to color! Yeah! But now I'm gonna share with you a really fun thing. So you know how like the face mask is like the most iconic part of the franchise, like how they do plot twist with like pulling out the face mask. Spoilers alert, in the second film, like at night when like Ethan meets Naya at night, like in the wall, Ethan was in a beanie. Ethan tells Naya something, but that Ethan is like sus because, you know, in that scene, Ethan's face is literally like, his eyebrows, like literally you can see his eyes like. And then my mom's like, oh, this is not right. This must be the Ambrose guy under the mask. This can't be Ethan. And my dad was like, of course this is Ethan. He's with Naya. Of course this is Ethan. So I'm like, why don't you guys bet? Why don't you guys bet like whether this is Ethan or not? Turns out, at the end, when Naya is away, Ethan pulls off his mask and it's Ambrose. So my mom won the bet. So I watched a lot of Mission Impossible interviews, and in one of the interviews they asked actors of the Mission Impossible franchise to rate Tom Cruise's crazy stunts. So that's what we're gonna do right now. For me, the most terrifying stunt is the airplane one at the start of Rogue Nation, where he literally hangs on the window and like on the wing of the airplane.
That thing is real.
I think that is like the most terrifying one. Okay, I know we're drawing Ethan Hunt right now, but I just want to talk about some of my other favorite characters in the Mission franchise, since this mission was to talk about the entire film series. First of all, I love Benji. He's kind of clumsy sometimes when, you know, he monitors Ethan. Sometimes he's clumsy, like, go right, go left. Oh, sorry, I had a screen lock on. And then Ilsa's like, and then he's like, what are you waiting for? And then Ethan's like, I'm jumping off a window. And like Benji's like, oh sorry, I had it in 2D. Benji is so cute and funny, but also he can fight. I also really like Julia, you know, because Julia trusts Ethan all the way. Even though she doesn't really know what Ethan's doing and she asks him, but she still trusts him, and that's
true love, guys.
Also Luther, I basically love like every member of the IMF team. He's just crucial to the film, and Mission Impossible won't be Mission Impossible without Luther. And of course, how can I forget my favorite character, Ilsa Faust. I've made a whole video of Ilsa Faust, me drawing her, so you can go check this out. I'll link it down below. So I won't go into too much detail or this video will never end. So yeah, those are my favorite characters from Mission Impossible. You know how this movie is called Mission Impossible? I literally think drawing Ethan Hunt is
almost impossible.
If I were to rank all the Mission Impossible movies, I'll say like from my least favorite to my favorite, okay? So, and I'm not saying that any of these films are bad. I don't think there's any like really bad Mission Impossible film. I just say for me, these are my rankings. Well, the least one I think is 2, because the plot, a lot of people say there's too many slow motion. And then following, I think, I'm sorry to say this, but the 4th one.
I mean, I love the building scene. It's like what builds the 4th one up and makes it like iconic in my opinion. I love the building scene.
Maybe people will say in the comments like, Jill, you really don't like the 4th film? Well, you're literally drawing Ethan from the 4th film right now, and you don't like the 4th film? Whoa, whoa, whoa. It starts the Mission era, but itself, it's not that thrilling to watch for me. Building scene is certainly really thrilling to watch, but I think the rest of the scenes, and like the last scene in the parking lot, and like the scenes with, I forgot her name, the woman that works for diamonds, I don't think it's just as powerful of a storyline. Followed from the 4th one is the 3rd one. I actually really like the 3rd one. I really like the emotional aspect of it. I really like how we meet Julia for the first time. And of course, one of the best things about this film is the villain. His amazing acting made me hate Davian so so much. Like in that helicopter, when he said that I'm gonna find her and I'm gonna hurt her, like that scene made me so angry. Like, what are you doing? He's such a powerful villain, how he conveys such threatening power with so little emotion and dialogue, how he's so cold-blooded. The second place is the first one.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think the first one and the third one should be the same. Like, I found out that I love the third one so much, so yeah.
I really like a lot of the scenes from the first one, and yeah, the first one is just iconic. The first place is actually 2 movies together, 5 and 6. Okay, I promise I'm not biased, okay? It's not just because of Ilsa.
Okay, I might be a little bit biased, but let's just forget that.
I just genuinely enjoy 5 and 6 so much.
The 5th and 6th just has so many elements together, and like it's like a whole. Like, first of all, what I love is the IMF team. Ethan, Benji, and Luther. I love these 3 so much. They work so well together. They're funny. Second thing, Ilsa.
Totally not biased.
And then, I mean the location. Like the opera, the Casablanca, Paris. Solomon Lane is also a terrifying villain. The way he speaks, he's like kind of like Voldemort when he speaks. And I can't wait to see what the 7th film has to offer. Mission accomplished. Here is the one and only Ethan Hunt. Yay, I finished him. So yes, that's mission accomplished, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video of me talking about Ethan Hunt and about Mission Impossible. I hope you like it. If you did, please consider subscribing and liking this video. See you in the next mission.